Good evening, everyone. It is the 10th of April 2021, and that means it is day 100 of a poem a day, which is pretty darn awesome. As I mentioned in my post earlier, there was no story today because I've done something to my shoulder. I've got a heat pad inside my t-shirt, and I'm going to be taking some more codeine as soon as I finish this. But let's have today's poem, shall we? Today's poem is called The Sugar-Plum Tree, and it's by Eugene Field. Our blurb says, "This next poem by Eugene Field describes a scene just as unusual as Winkin', Blinkin' and Nod's fishing excursion, if you'll remember from last night. Not only is the fruit of this sugar-plum tree wondrously sweet, but even the animals that live in it sound delicious. A chocolate cat and a gingerbread dog." So this is The Sugar-Plum Tree by Eugene Field. Have you ever heard of the sugar-plum tree? 'Tis a marvel of great renown. It blooms on the shore of the Lollipop Sea, in the garden of Shut-Eye Town. The fruit that it bears is so wondrously sweet, as those who have tasted it say. The good little children have only to eat of that fruit to be happy next day. When you got to the tree, you would have a hard time to capture the fruit which I sing. The tree is so tall that no person could climb to the boughs with a sugar-plum swing. But up in that tree sits a chocolate cat, and a gingerbread dog prowls below. And this is the way you contrive to get at those sugar-plums tempting you so. You say but the word to the gingerbread dog, and he barks with such terrible zest that the chocolate cat is at once all agog, as her swelling proportions attest. And the chocolate cat goes cavorting around from this leafy limb unto that, and the sugar-plums tumble, of course, to the ground. Hurrah for the chocolate cat! There are marshmallows, gumdrops and peppermint canes, with strippings of scarlet or gold, and you carry away of the treasures that rains as much as your apron can hold. So come, little child, cuddle closer to me in your dainty white nightcap and gown, and I'll rock you away to that sugar-plum tree in the garden of Shut-Eye Town. It might be the codeine talking, but I just want to hug my book. I hope you enjoyed that, folks. I know when I started this 100 days or so ago, I was reading these at kind of various times of day. I'm not quite sure what prompted me to start reading these at bedtime, but I'm really glad that I did. I hope you are too. Yeah. I'm gonna go to bed now, and hopefully not do myself any more damage overnight. So I'm gonna very carefully get snug, and not pull too hard on the duvet, and hopefully sleep very tight. Hope you do too, friends. Love you loads. Good night.